There is a long-standing tradition of offering words from Shir HaShirim, from the biblical Song of Songs, in the midst of this holiday of Passover, always on Shabbat Chol HaMoed Pesach. And we are honored and blessed that this year Hazzan Propis will be offering a few selections from the Song of Songs, as well as telling us their meaning and significance.
Thank you, Rabbi. I really want to appreciate the opportunity, Rabbi, that I can occupy a sermon slot in Sermon and Song again. I appreciate that very much. Shir HaShirim is one of the 5 Megillot that we traditionally chant throughout the year. Each Megillah is linked to a special holiday. The Megillah Shir HaShirim is linked to Pesach. On the surface, one can find phrases saying that the winter has finally gone, spring is arriving, thus the linkage between Pesach and Shir HaShirim. It's also the sign of rebirth, and rebirth shows love, and Shir HaShirim is probably the most romantic book in the entire Hebrew Bible. It has probably the most sultry and, well, you'll see in some of the lyrics of some of the pieces. These pieces I'd like to present today are probably the most beloved musical settings for a Jewish wedding. And they all come from the books of Shir HaShirim, mostly chapter 2 and chapter 5. I'd like to start with a selection of Dodi Li, which is probably the most familiar to all of you. And that was written by Nuri Chen, and it was popularized in Israel by, how many people remember Shoshana Damari? You remember Shoshana Damari? A gorgeous voice, gorgeous performer, and she made this the #1 hit in all of Israel, and most Jewish weddings will have this version of Dodi Li. If you know it, sing along. Dodi Li, Vani lo haroeh bashoshani. Dodi Li, Vani lo haroeh bashoshani. Mi zot ola min hamidbar, mi zot ola mekuteret mor, mor ulevona, mor ulevona. Dodi Li, Vani lo haroeh bashoshani. Dodi Li, Vani lo haroeh bashoshani. Libavtini achoti kala, libavtini kala, libavtini achoti kala, libavtini kala. Dodi Li, Vani lo haroeh bashoshani. Dodi Li, Vani lo haroeh bashoshani. Uri tzafon uvoi teiman. Uri tzafon uvoi teiman. Dodi Li, Vani lo haroeh bashoshani. Dodi Li, Vani lo haroeh bashoshani. Now, the other 2 major religions also recognize Shir HaShirim, the book of Song of Songs. Also, they're also called the Songs of Solomon. And in Islam, they have a wonderful respect for King Suleiman. I think you've heard of the stories from King Suleiman. Well, he was a very popular king. He was a very wise king. Everyone knows the stories of Solomon, the story that 2 women come to him and claim that this baby is theirs, and the only way he could determine that is by taking a knife, and he's ready to slaughter the baby and cut it in half so he could give both halves to each mother. And of course, the true mother comes, goes, no, 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 please give the baby to this woman. I don't want you to harm the child. And that's when Solomon knew that was the true mother, and he used his wisdom to right that wrong. It's not a fable, but it's a fact that Solomon was quite the man, having 700 wives and 300 concubines. He was a very busy man. And in the book of Song of Solomon's, which in the Christian faith, they call it canticles. And in canticles, they had derived music that is very beloved in today's modern wedding service, which is the Pachelbel canon, which is based on canticles. But the Pachelbel canon, which if you remember, it is I don't have a string quartet with me, so you can't really hear the whole effect. But a friend of mine, a cantor, wrote a setting for Do Di Li that had a similarity to the Pachelbel canon, but with the words of Do Di Li. It goes like this. See in the poetry the true love a man has for a woman. In Jewish tradition, it is said that Shir HaShirim is truly, under the surface, an allegory of the love between God and the children of Israel. Nuri Chen wrote another melody that was really beautiful called Itim Yavanon from chapter 4, verses 8 and 1, and chapter 5, 16. Quite moving and romantic. Itim Yavanon, Iti Chalatavoi, Nach Yafa Rayati, Einayich Yoni, Mimonot Arayot, Meirosh Nir V'Chermot, Zedodi, Zerei, Bnot Yerushalayim, Zedodi. You are fair, my beloved, and none to you can compare. Come with me, my beloved, for none to you can compare. You are come with me to the hills, to the wildest mountains, to the hills, to the wilds. Come, my love, come with me, beloved, to the hills. Iti milvanon, iti chalatavoi, ilach yafa rayati, einayich yoni. Probably one of the most prolific composers of Jewish music from the 1970s till the untimely death, her untimely death, Debbie Friedman had written beautiful melodies, especially for the Jewish wedding ceremony. One of her most famous pieces was Kumilach from chapter 2, verses 10 through 11. And finally, I'd like to leave you with a little story. I would probably say that my meeting with Debbie Friedman in 1983 probably changed the way I approached Chazanut and I approached Jewish music. Because before I met her, outside of Chazanut and Israeli music and Hasidic music, the only modern music of Jewish types of music I knew was Shlomo Carlebach, Nagina Orchestra. You remember Kol Salonika coming out of Greece? And she really created what I call American Nusach. And it was a vibe that has been basically used for centuries in Jewish music, adapting the local musical culture to our practice. And she was really one of the first to adapt it to a beautiful way. And we had done concerts together, we had done ceremonies together, and there was a wedding that she was coming to Houston for, and she was going to do the wedding with me, and the family had asked her to write a special piece for the circling, when a bride and groom circles each other right before the beginning of the ceremony, and it was called Zedek. So that's all I heard about it, and the wedding was going to be on a Sunday, and I got a call on Friday from Debbie, and she says, "David, I can't believe I did this. I booked a concert on that Sunday, and I can't make the wedding." And I go, "Oh my God, what are you going to do?" I said, "Well, you're going to have to sing it for me, plus I need you to finish the song. I didn't finish it." I said, "What do you mean?" So she starts singing me the first part of it, and I said, "Oh, it's very pretty. Do you have any music?" And she says, "Really? I just wrote it last night." And I said, "Well, what about the B part?" He goes, "Well, you'll figure it out, but I got to go. I got to catch a plane." Click. Then I realized for the wedding, it was going to be Debbie with her guitar and a string quartet. Well, not usually do you meld the two together. So I had to come up with something that was Debbie Friedman-esque and classical enough to fit the rest of the mood of the wedding. So I finished the Zedek that she really inspired me to do, and it's pure Debbie Friedman. But I was thankful to have the honor to work with her on it, and it became a staple of every wedding ceremony that she had done later. It's called Zedek. My Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.